so my next guests have an issue that really needs a woman's perspective. They're at odds over the size of their family. She wants more kids, he doesn't. Say hello to Tiffany and Ben. And my wife, Marjorie. So, your family is already blended like ours. Marjorie and I have a blended family.
Yes, much like the Brady Bunch.
Yeah.
That's us.
Why is it so important to have more kids?
It's just a calling that I have. I've always wanted to have more children, and it's just, I think they're blessings, and I think that the more the merrier in our family.
I come from a much smaller family. I'm used to only one brother, whereas she's used to having multiple. And I just think that she's not entirely being logical about this.
Okay, how many kids do you have now? What's the situation?
4 between us.
4 blended. He came with 2. I came with 1, and we have a child together, 7-month-old baby.
Okay, so you got 4 total.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's a little bit crazy at times. I feel like I'm either covered in poop or snot, unfortunately. It's TMI, I know. You know, it's tough because here we are with this large family. We both work full-time jobs. We both coach on the side. We have 4 kids on top of that, and it's difficult. You know, there's also the financial side of it. We have 2 kids in private school, 1 kid in daycare. It's tough sometimes to make ends meet, and then that's not even to mention the difficulties we'd had with the last pregnancy. There were a lot of health issues, and it was difficult.
You had health problems in the pregnancy?
I did.
I mean, like, how bad was it?
They were pretty bad issues. It was high risk right out of the gate, very high risk. And my back and hips are already bad, and so I was not very mobile for quite some time, and it put a lot of the brunt of taking care of the kids on my husband. And I do feel bad for that, but I do want to do anything that we can do to put more children in our lives. I lost twins a couple of years back, and my son was premature, and that caused some health risks that we're still dealing with today.
It was tough. It was incredibly tough. I was scared. I was actually scared for her health as well as the baby's health. And we actually ran into the OBGYN just the other day, and she said that she didn't even recognize her because she was smiling.
Margie, you've been through some difficult pregnancies.
I'm a high-risk pregnancy. I've had not 1, not 2, but 3. My first daughter, Morgan, who's my firstborn child, 2 weeks after I'd had the baby, I was at home by myself, and I started hemorrhaging. And when they found me, I was unconscious. My veins had collapsed. I literally almost died with Morgan. So going in the second time, they knew I was a high risk, so they knew what to expect. However, my son was faced the way he was supposed to come the entire time. I was cleared to go to another city, and while I was there, my son decided to turn around and put me into labor feet first. And then with my third child, Lori, perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Now, they kept me in the hospital longer, you know, because they knew of my history, but she was fine. Then I tried to have another child, and I wasn't as fortunate. I ended up losing, you know, my son. However, I have now my son, Winton, who's in college, who's younger than Lori. So you never know how God is going to bless you. You know, I just always wanted to keep an open mind and not wanted to be one of those that lived my life in fear. I think with the technology that they have, you know, with the doctors and everything, they can take precautionary measures once they know your history and make sure that you and the baby are fine. But nevertheless, that's still a decision that the 2 of you all would have to make together if you want to, you know, increase your family. And I understand you have reasons that are a little bit more, you know, on the, he's concerned about your health. You know,
I mean, you know, and we'll talk about that too, because when we come back, I have some thoughts about it. Marjorie may have some more, and it, you know, maybe we can help you just look at it from another perspective. Okay. So we'll have some more to talk about when we come back. So stay with us. All right, folks, I'm back with Tiffany and Ben, who aren't on the same page when it comes to adding another child to their blended family. My wife, Marjorie's joining us to offer a woman's perspective on this difficult topic. So, Marjorie, what else?
Well, Tiffany, I'd like to ask you a personal question. Why, at this point in your life, do you feel it's important to have more children?
I think that I'm getting older, and so if the health risks are going to be there, I'd like to minimize them. But the age of our children as well, I don't want the gap to be too large, and it already is pretty large.
Well, you have 4 children now,
We
right?
have 4, 2 boys, 2 girls.
2 boys, 2 girls. So it's a perfect number.
It is.
Perfect number.
We just evened out the bunch. The last one is a girl, evened out the bunch, and now I'm rocking the boat.
Yeah, see, here's, Marjorie can speak from that perspective because she had difficult pregnancies. From the guys, and just in defense of your husband here, what's rough on him is 2 things. Number 1, he don't want nothing to happen to you, period. This is the way a guy thinks. Look, we got out of here good.
Yeah.
You know, you're safe, the baby's healthy, you're back to being happy again. I don't want to voluntarily send my wife through that agony again and run the risk of something happening to her. From a guy's standpoint, that's where he's at. Now, financially, we got to pay for 4 kids. The other part of a man's is always the finance. We're looking at the financial side of everything. And you got 2 boys and 2 girls. You know, unless you're just trying to break the tie, you know. I mean, you know, I understand that it's competition now. But, you know, I think you're an incredibly brave woman to even want to attempt this again. You know, see, guys can't have babies. Because, look, the moment we have a moment of difficulty, this is a wrap. This is a wrap. We ain't having no more. And I don't want nothing else to do, because as soon as I hurt, we're going to stop this process. You all are quite different. Marjorie, what do you think they should do to move forward?
Well, I think, one, basically the 2 of you all really need to sit down and talk and ask yourselves, you know, why is it so important now to have more children when you have 4? And you need to kind of consider how he feels. I know my husband is always concerned about my health and me doing anything that would put me at risk. So I think you've only been married, what now, a year? A year and a half? That's a short time. You're still young. Stop feeling like the clock is against you. Just take some time and enjoy each other, and then in another year revisit it and see how you both feel about it.
Are any of these kids in college?
No.
Oh,
Not
here,
even
see,
close.
you don't have no more kids. I'm trying to tell you. They high as
He's
hell.
saying it for
They
selfish
high
reasons.
as hell. They high as hell. Then one of them ain't gonna graduate on time and still gonna be there when the other
Our
one get
story
there.
now.
I'm telling you what I know. Space these kids out. Get them out your house. Get them out your life. You don't need no more kids. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My kids. Do you feel that the 2 of you can move forward from here? I mean, whatever your decision is.
I think so, and I enjoy the perspective and appreciate it, because there was some different components that I hadn't thought about from both of you, so I appreciate that. And to be fair to my husband, this was a conversation we did have pre-marriage, and it was my attitude that changed towards the situation.
Yeah, she's kind of baby crazy.
So am I.
Yeah, so it was me that said, wait a minute.
Yeah, on the plane ride up here, I look over and she's actually got our baby in her lap along with another couple's baby that she had taken, and they were playing with both of them. So
But you know what?
she loves it.
I think that's a great idea, because you can give that baby back.
Yes.
Yes.
Sometimes I want the grandkids to go home, and we
And I
just
don't.
got them.
I don't.
We just got them, and I want them to go home already. Yeah. Hey.
Don't believe
Let's
that.
go. Let's
Don't
get somebody
believe that.
out of here.
I can send videos of, come and get a little Pawpaw, come get Pawpaw a kiss, give Pawpaw a kiss.
Yeah, I kiss
And
Rosie
my
all
little
the time.
Rosie, hell, L Boogie.
Little L.
Noah, that's my little man.
Well,
This gonna be mine.
the
I'm
new
like,
grandbaby Noah, I won't play with him yet because he don't have head control. I don't like that. I don't play with the kids till they get head control. If you can't hold your own damn head up, just stay over there with your mama till you can hold your head up. Hey, listen, I want to say good luck to Tiffany and Ben. Thank you all. Great couple. Be happy.
Thank you.
Be happy. Enjoy your life. Enjoy your kids. Yep. Hey, thanks to my wife, Marjorie, everybody. We'll be right back.